27 moments of 2013.
I'm a liar? Well, you're a liar.
I would just like to point out that Miley Cyrus on MTV was disgusting.
Did we start that?
At hot97.com.
Number 20, Jay-Z Open Letter.
Jay-Z released a song that apparently Ebro was like around for the recording for. So like he knew all about the song. In fact, his voice is on the song somewhere.
I mean, anytime you could be on a Jay-Z song, good for you, right? Like whether you're just like ad-libbing or talking shit in a drunken studio night, good for you, Ebro.
I can't really hear it, but he claims he's on the song. And the morning the song came out, without me around to be like, yo, can we chill out a little bit? Ebro went off on like this 2-hour insane rant, just playing the song on repeat and screaming and beating his chest. It was like totally insane, but rather amusing.
Yo, see, Cypher Rosenberg went to Italy with their wives. They vacationing, got their feet kicked up. See, I gave y'all my young bucks. Y'all didn't know the kid was gonna come back to this mic. Started from the top spin. Y'all play R&B. We play hip-hop, we feed this town in summer jam season. Somebody wake up Flex, and you want this whole right now, lifeandtimes.com, hot97.com, missinfo.tv. You can download it on the Funk Flex app on your iPhone, Google Play, we all over this bitch.
Number 19, Ja Rule admits 50 Cent wins.
We was in my office, me and Rule, right? We in the office, and Flex was about to play In the Club, right? So Flex plays In the Club. That record was so dope. I looked at Rule, I said, yo, you have a major problem.
Did you really say that?
Absolutely.
Number 18, Kanye versus Nike.
You know, he broke right here on the station that he got an Adidas deal. And then we asked him on it. He kind of didn't answer, but he didn't say no. So that was kind of fresh.
There was like rumors about the Adidas deal, but he really didn't confirm it till here on the show. So as soon as it happened, we were like, oh, it's confirmed. We knew that that was something that people were waiting to hear. And so we got it, which was great.
It's not even like I even got a joint venture. I'm like, at least give me some royalties. Like Michael Jordan got 5%. That business is $2 billion. He makes $100 million a year off of 5% royalty. I said, I need some type of royalty. Nike told me, we can't give you a royalty because you're not a professional athlete. I told them, I go to the Garden and play one on no one.
That's right.
I'm a performance athlete. And also,
did you
I'm
say
a
that
thinker.
in the meeting? Do you really say that in the meeting?
Did I really? Anything? Yes.
Number 17, Jay-Z forms Rock Nation Sports.
Hove, not only an artist, not only has his own festival, not only has his own record label, not only has his own cognac, clothing, but now a sports agency. Do you guys see where this is going, and do you respect what's happening? Because he's showing you how to create wealth for generations to come. Us as hip-hop fans who came up in this culture should look at this. He's giving you yet another blueprint. Shout out to Hov.
The guy says, you know what? I'm going to sell my part of the Nets, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start managing people now, and it's now called Rock Nation Sports. And then the biggest heartache of the world this guy hands us before the year's over is he takes Robinson Cano and the boy, I mean, he got his money, and now Robinson Cano is no longer a Yankee. It's a heartbreaker for me.
He certainly has a target on his back because that whole agency, sports agency industry definitely is not so psyched about Jay being there. And then when Jay-Z drops an album and takes a shot at one of his competitors in the field, that didn't, make the target on his back any smaller. But certainly interesting and impressive of Hov to get into that business this year.
Number 16, Kanye proposes to Kim K.
I mean, who doesn't love love? Those two are in love.
Kanye West and Kim Kardashian. Oh my gosh, the proposal. It's huge.
We were at the one of the shows, the Yeezus concert, and Kanye was like, "Throw your diamonds up." So I put my hand up, and then Kim came from over here. She put it with me, and we have our hands like this. And I have like some cheap little cheesy rings on, and she has the monster.
Number 15, Drake wins first Grammy.
Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team fucking here.
Number 14, Kanye versus Sway.
Or why don't you empower yourself and don't need them and do it yourself?
How, Sway?
Take a few steps back to go.
You ain't got the answers, man. You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers, Sway.
Number 13. Eminem drops Marshall Mathers LP 2.
Eminem is an enigma in the music game. He's obviously one of the best lyricists to ever do it, but he kind of stays in his own world. He doesn't come out, which is a good thing. I actually respect that because he is all about rapping, about lyrics, and about his music. And this year he released the Marshall Mathers LP 2. So it was a follow-up, but kind of he took it both forward and backwards at the same time. He declared himself a rap god. And who's really gonna argue with him?
I'm beginning to feel like a rap god, rap god. All my people from the front to the back, nod.
Number 12. Robin Thicke Blurred Lines becomes hit single.
Here's the deal. I saw the video that was like the for TV video where everybody had their clothes on, and then everybody's like, oh my gosh, that video, it's so racy, it's so crazy. And I was thinking, no, it's not. I mean, it's just some girls dancing around. And then I realized there was 2 versions. The other version, all over the place, just flopping around.
Mr. Robin Thicke, sir, you did very good with the unedited version of this video. I don't know which one they're gonna show right now, but you did a very good thing with the naked gals.
Me personally, I like girls with bigger chimichangas. Like, I like the ones that hang low and that like are offensive, that hang real low, you know? But I appreciate the naked girls walking around, and T.I.'s there, and we know he got a wife, and Pharrell got a wife, and Robin Thicke got a wife, and they put it under the art clause. I need one of those in my house.
Maybe I'm going deaf, maybe I'm going blind, maybe I'm out of my mind.
Number 11. Summer Jam live stream 1.1 million views.
Everything I see right now is gonna be used in another fight. Okay, I fuck a bitch and I'm gone. That's gangsta Al Capone. I make that pussy spit like bone. I'm talking about boom, 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 boom.
Number 10. Beyonce drops surprise visual album.
Can keep your eyes off my better daddy, I want you. Nah, nah, drunk in love.
Number 9. North West.
What kind of dad is he?
He is, his face lights up when he's with our daughter, and he is the most amazing dad ever.
Number 8. Funkmaster Flex Takeover.
2013 was a beautiful year for me in the digital space, and FlexWeTrust.com, of course, the Funk Flex app. And of course, shout out to my man DJ Enough, that's enough.com. I mean, we just out here rolling, you see us.
He's so digital.
Number 7. Artists respond to Kendrick Lamar's Control verse.
I was home alone, next thing I know that long ass verse on my song called Control was on. Out rhyming ASAP ain't showing me where you weight at. Now you claiming you the king of New York? What the fuck's wrong with you taking that back? Little homie, you ain't the king of New York. You the next thing on my fork.
Kendrick Lamar, you don't want this work. I body people in bins bigger than pots and dirt. I got porta potties in the dugout. First base, coming to my place, that mean you wanna chase me?
Number 6. Hove 97.
Jay-Z just popped up here. He didn't even have anybody with him. He does not travel with a crew like that. He's super inconspicuous. All of a sudden, he's walking down the hallway, heading towards the studio to say what's up to Angie Martinez. And of course, I was peering through the glass the whole time.
So Jay coming up was always cool. You know, he this time was different because nobody had ever released an album that way in that capacity. And it was a big deal. People's phones were crashing the day before. Everybody ran out and got Samsungs that swore they would never.
And then he left some water that he didn't drink, and I saved that water bottle. And I used it to water a plant that was dying. And guess what happened? It lived.
So, you know, history again with Hov.
My man, he knows who he is. We're right in the middle of, like, Tim is, you know, tapping the drum machine. Swiss is tapping the drum machine, and I'm like, you know, the whole thing is like this freestyle session, and he was on the other side. He just like couldn't take it anymore. He was looking at the whole thing happen. He just pulled out his phone. I was like, "Yo!"
Oh, he's about to Instagram you?
Yeah, I think he was got to go for the Vine.
The Vine? He was gonna Vine you?
Yeah, I think he was going for the Vine.
That was all the way disrespect.
Yeah, I think he was going for the Vine. I was like, "Yo, And I went to the net.
Number 5, Ebro sits down with Mr. C.
Wow, Ebro sitting down with Mr. C, that conversation was really touching and emotional. And I am kind of a jaded person, but when I listened to that, I was like, man, I was never more proud to work for somebody like Ebro. That day it changed a lot of things in hip hop, I think. It changed the landscape and it opened some doors for some new ideas and some more tolerance. So I thought it was great.
I thought it was an amazing interview with Mr. C and Ebro. I took it upon myself to walk in and bust in on the interview because I happened to be riding around that morning. And we support Mr. C. Mr. C supports us, we support him, and he's in a great space, we're in a great space.
So yeah, C and I had a real conversation about some things that real people are going through. And we all have family members or people we care about that are going through tough times, and I just am not the type of person who's gonna turn my back on somebody just because they live a life that I don't necessarily understand or even agree with. That's just not who I am. And C was brave enough to want to bring this moment to our listeners on Hot 97 and deal with whatever he was going through with the listeners and with his family. So I was there to support him, and big up to all of y'all that still stand by Mr. C and stand by the radio station, because we're real people going through real shit, and that's how it went down.
Number 4, Funkmaster Flex inducted into New York State Broadcasters Hall of Fame.
I loved that night. It was so great. I think Flex was trying to downplay it, but being there and really witnessing that moment was really special. I mean, Flex is the first hip hop DJ to be put in there. So I don't know, there's something we all felt accomplished by it. We all felt like we all got put in there, which was really cool to see him next to people like Walter Cronkite and I don't know, all of them, Frankie Crocker and these amazing broadcasters. It was nice. It was a great night.
I got inducted into the New York State Broadcasters Hall of Fame, which was amazing for me. I enjoyed the evening very much. And also shout out to Red Alert and Chuck Chillout, Marley Marl, rest in peace to Mr. Magic. Shout out to Mr. C, Bugsy. People who I've looked up to for a long time. And what they laid down made it possible for me to do what I did.
Number 3. Miley Cyrus VMA performance.
Miley Cyrus, the VMAs. Some people loved it, and then there were me.
I would just like to point out that Miley Cyrus on MTV was disgusting.
That was gross, man. It was just so gross.
I personally like Miley Cyrus. I personally don't think her outfit was bad for some people's bodies. However, for her physique, it was not complimentary at all. The ass cheek hanging out the back situation, please, why didn't somebody stop?
It was like a train accident. You had to watch and see the explosion of her bizarro naked outfit mixed with Robin Thicke's bizarre Beetlejuice look.
I felt horribly awkward. I didn't know why Robin Thicke was allowing this to happen, but he did.
And she looked insane and stuck out her tongue a million times. And, I would say it was terrible, but all it did was make her more famous and make her more of an icon this year. So, who lost in that? Me, because I had to watch it.
Number 2, Jay-Z's New Rules.
This Jay-Z guy in 2013 really laid out a new way of doing things. What was the hashtag? New Rules. What'd he get? $5 million from Samsung. They bought 1 million albums at $5. He released it. Some of you clowns got upset, like, that's not fair. He said it's not really sold. Somebody bought him. Shut the fuck up. It's about getting money. That's what Hov does. I can't believe this, man. It was great, man. Great move, Hov. Great move.
So if you sold 1 million phones, you sold 1 million records, right? Technically, that's right. Even though the RIAA didn't recognize that, but then later on they did. Genius? Huh?
Jay-Z is a businessman. He gets it. He understands that in order to survive in this new world, you have to play by new rules. And he really coined that hashtag new rules. He gets the game, he gets where it's going, and he has the foresight So I can't knock his hustle. He's doing it.
I'm not a businessman, I'm a businessman.
Number 1. Kendrick calls himself King of New York.
I loved that Kendrick verse. I think it got people's juices flowing. Everybody loves a controversy. They love a battle. They love to talk about who's better. And he just set the stage right there for tons and tons of conversation afterward.
Now, since then, all the rappers have been trying to talk shit about New York, and people have been stepping up. So maybe Kendrick got away with it, and then everybody else was trying to do the same shit. Like it's not happening. I know Trinidad talked some shit. Mano came and talked something, and some sort of apology, some agreement was met or something. But people are asking, oh, why you ain't guys do that to Kendrick when Kendrick started talking shit about New York City? But I don't know. Kendrick did have a hot album.
I'm sitting there on my phone, and all of a sudden I see a tweet, and then I see another tweet, and then I see another tweet, and then I see another tweet, and I text Kendrick, and I'm like, what is happening? He's like, I'm in Europe. I don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean? I'm like, did you said something? The world is on fire. He's like, I don't know. I go looking around, and I see that Big Sean put out a song called Control, and Kendrick Lamar's verse has everyone talking. What ensued after that was just crazy, Kendrick said some lines to really try to inspire his peers, and one way or another, that's exactly what he did. Some people were offended, some people were flattered, but it seemed like everyone had something to say about Kendrick's Control verse. I do not remember the last time in hip-hop when words from a verse, a feature verse at that, created so much conversation. It's not often in music when conversation is created by content. It's usually created by drama or beef or paparazzi, but this was a huge moment that crossed over to mainstream into like the news and everywhere based solely on lyrics. And I think that really spoke to Kendrick's importance this past year.
I think Kendrick Lamar is more than the king of New York. I think he's the king of the world right now. Well, Beyonce is the king of the world. But then after that, Kendrick Lamar.
Spring, I'm the king of New York, king of the coast. One hand, I juggle them both.
As we wrap up the hottest moments of 2013, we thought it was only appropriate that we recognize some of the more heartfelt, sobering, tragic moments that took place in 2013. Just as we get focused going into 2014, a lot of people had some tough times and lost loved ones. And 2013, while we had some fun, we also had some pain. So we appreciate y'all tuning in, and we just want to send respect and blessings to all the families and all the people that were affected by some of the tragic moments of 2013.
Yo, what's up, y'all? This is Kanye West, and we're counting them down.
Check out Hot97.com.
We the best!
As we keep counting down the top 97 moments of 2013.